Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here back for the YouTube side of the Anime Lily Podcast, episode 70. And goddamn, it's crazy. We're back home, and me and Sam don't know what the hell we're doing. Everything is new. Everything is different. Like, we just don't know, like, are we pressing buttons? Are we going live? I have no clue. So it's, very anxious here. But guys, let's kick off straight. Let's have fun. It's a weird night. We just started more later than usual. And I just heard myself in the voice, that's why I had to take a quick pause. But yeah, let's get started. Sam, are you ready to do your intro? So get the mouth ready. That sounded so wrong. But yeah, do your thing, Sam.
Did you just tell Sam to get his mouth ready?
Now I don't want to do the intro anymore.
I don't want to do the intro no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Anime Lily Podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my brotakus. Introducing first, the Master of Games, the Game Master, the Divine God-Woken of Divinity, Mr. King of Games himself, the most wholesome content creator, rayapollo. And finally, our devilishly handsome devil in the Black Clover community. He is a great love for Shonen Jump, and he's a great love for One Piece and Trigon, the Hurricane Typhoon, and Nutter Butters. Yes, that is very true. The sophisticated snack-eating connoisseur of Butternutter, the one, the legend Evash, Miguel
By the way, I like M&M's a lot too. So just saying, my favorite candies. So if you ever meet me on the streets and everything, if you want to get me my favorite candies, it's M&M, Kit Kat, Snickers. Just saying, it's Halloween season.
You have it backwards, bro. You're supposed to give candy to kids in Halloween.
Well, if I do find kids, you gotta let me know what you like, so I could give you what you like, from the candy store. But just saying, because I don't have any Nutter Butters right now. I have only goldfish and pistachios. The best.
You know why? Because he ate all the Nutter Butters.
Actually, I haven't found any in the stores. Like, I went to Target today, try to find any. None was there. Very disappointed. I did not find no Nutter Butter, no peanuts. It's like cashews and everything. Like, sadly, there wasn't none. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sure you do miss your nuts. But yeah, anyway, guys, it's been a while since we've been live, honestly, on the Anime Lily Podcast, and unfortunately, James, he's dead again.
Like, for real though, he dead. I mean, not for real, but.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, for real. He passed away.
Like that to us. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, maybe not that. Whoa,
God, no. I don't know where he is, so I'm assuming.
We really don't know where he is. He just told us on Tuesday, hey, I'm gonna take a vacation, spontaneous.
Like, hey, I'm gonna go, and I'm like, okay.
But you might see him on Twitter and everything, so he's there alive on Twitter. It's just not Facebook group chat. We just don't know where he is.
As long as he's not going to like Crystal Lake or something like that, or any other Halloween themed places. I mean, I know he enjoys horror movies and all that stuff like that, but sometimes it's not safe, man. Not this kind
Definitely not safe. Even when your own friends saying that, hey, there could possibly be dead. So who knows? Could be true, could be false.
We miss you. I just want you to know that.
We do miss you.
Yeah, we hope you're doing well. We hope you have a good day, good week, your spontaneous vacation, everything else like that.
Come home safe. That's all we really care about. You're home safe, communicating with us, and all of the stuff, all the good stuff.
But I do want to say, for people that's checking out for the podcast for the first time, it's been 3 months for us officially, or technically 3 months and like a week or two. But we still have been doing podcasts. If you guys didn't know, we've been doing it on a Twitch side, twitch.tv/anime. If you haven't yet known that we have a Twitch channel, check that out. Follow us there. But we haven't posted our VODs of our live show from the Twitch side onto the YouTube side. So if you didn't know, so we were still doing podcasts still every week, but we just couldn't do it on the YouTube side. So we still did not want to stop doing podcasts just because YouTube said, you know what, strike, yeah. So
yeah, we're gonna try not to get put in YouTube jail again. So,
yeah, we'll do our best. So like we here, hopefully here to stay for another couple of weeks and months, so that'll happen again. But we're here.
No,
YouTube
no promises,
still,
but yeah.
So we're still doing podcasting. So in case it happens again in the future, know that our alternative is the twitch.tv/anime lately Twitch side for our podcast and other stuff that we do, gaming nights as well, and plus community streams whenever we have the time for those. So don't forget, we do podcast still. That's where we're in episode 70.
Mm-hmm.
The last podcast that we're live with was episode with Spicy Lady, actually. That was actually episode 58. 58.
Oh wow, I was off. I was like 12 minutes off. But yeah, hopefully by in the future, near future, we could simulcast both on YouTube and Twitch, so that you guys could just pick one location, either on our YouTube side or on our Twitch side. You could just watch a stream on live. You can chat. We'll get to both conversations if we can. But yeah, definitely for sure. We are back on YouTube, which is great. As you can see, there are some new regulations from YouTube, which is okay, fine. We'll try to make this as PG-13 podcast as possible.
Including the thumbnail.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo. I've been tight. If you guys have watched episode 69 of thumbnail, you know the joke of 69, what it is. You know, that position and everything. I was trying to have fun with that thumbnail and everything, but YouTube said, nope,
YouTube, too much
nope, nope. 3 times took down my thumbnail. Not even when I was home. One time, I think I was at work, and the other 2 times I was with my girlfriend at home. So I was like, yeah, Sam, can't fix a thumbnail. I don't have my laptop or nothing, so I can't do nothing. So I'm like, I never had the ambition to fix it. I was like, yo, YouTube, y'all literally just took my ambition to fix the thumbnail 3 times. Like, you know what?
I get it. Like, during that same time, like, to let you guys know the intro, like, the same time the thumbnail keeps getting taken away from the podcast are like, why the hell are you here, Sensei thumbnails? We're getting taken off left and right from that stuff. And like
one of our SAO from last year as well got taken down, and I think it was not even anything sexualized. It was literally just, I think Asuna or one of the characters just had a shirt and like side thing showing. That's it. I'm like, really? So
I thought it was like the administrator with her hair covering that certain spot.
that was the one. So it was,
yeah.
I think it was that. I think that was the only way where, because like YouTube cannot show no skin from the chest area, none at all.
I don't know.
Even,
So I get
not even the whole side boob thing. Like they literally went FCC on us.
So I literally have to do better with the thumbnails, cover with some big emojis, or just find characters that have literally less skin to show. So it's tough what it is, what you gotta do. But hey, we're back here. But just saying, another public announcement. We don't know what day we're going live podcast next week, because our big man here, the king of games, rayapollo. If you guys haven't heard yet from Twitter or anything, or you guys have not seen his Twitch, twitch.tv/rayapollo, he got a job at Twitch.
Yeah, I got a job.
So he has a day job over there.
I'm really busy now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next. Yeah, Sam also has a day job, very important day job. We like Sam. He's a working boy, makes a lot of money,
and a student too.
Yeah,
so busy. So we have to figure out how next week's gonna work. And we'll keep y'all updated. So
so next week it will be most likely, we can be posted.
I mean, from the look of it, it's gonna be me and Sam.
most likely, because if it's Wednesday or Thursday podcast, I won't be here, so it will be Ray and Sam, maybe guests. But if it's Tuesday, I could do it with them. But that's a heads up for you guys right now, because I won't be here next weekend. I'm going on a Halloween weekend trip. That's the best I could say. But after that week, we might be staying whatever day Ray and the team could do podcasts. So we're trying to coordinate that schedule. So right now, this is a one-time hit, because we're trying to find out what day hits best for us. So enjoy what it is right now.
Let us know what day works best for you, and we'll take it into consideration.
Maybe not the weekends, because we like to enjoy our weekends sometimes.
One of the hardest parts of starting any kind of show/podcast online is scheduling. That is what you have to accomplish first. Once you get past that, everything's great. But it is such, that's the hardest part. I tell you right now.
Is so for anybody that wants to do podcasting, note that you will have this down the road is
What?
scheduling time with your own peers in team, because you have people different schedule, wife, partners, day jobs, and everything. So stuff like that happens. It's very normal. So I give props to anybody that does this, because it's not easy. It's fun though, not easy.
Collaboration as well, because we want to collaborate
mhm.
with multiple people or just one person in general. You have to work around their schedule. You have to be the polite person. You have to follow their schedule, their route, to invite them into anything of your own content creating, podcasts, streams, video streams, whatever. um yeah, it's just, we would like to see what's more better available time for you guys. If it's for a weekend, I don't know if that can be possible, because with a day job that works on weekdays, but we get off on weekends, it's the only day we can not worry about work for me, and I'm guessing for Ray as well. Yeah,
We
weekends
will.
off.
I
We
do.
will
I
see
do
what
have
works.
weekends off, but
Yeah.
not really, because I feel that space is filled with so much other stuff already.
Yeah. So we will see.
She give you homework?
We will let you
Aw.
guys know. It will either be Tuesday through Thursday, one of those days, as for podcast. Most likely not Friday, because Friday is booked already for Ray for his beer streams, and Monday is just maybe. So it's either Monday through Thursday. Let's just say we'll keep you posted. That's the best thing we could
Yeah, it
advise
could
you.
be. It could be any day. Ooh.
All right. If it's Monday, it's gonna have to be late.
Oh yeah,
It'll be late for me.
Sam. Don't you know what time we're streaming right now? At 11 at night.
Right now, yeah.
So I'm about to say late. When it comes to us, are we ever on time? Are we ever doing stuff correctly? So
I mean,
it really on that.
that's why I like our podcast. We're lean back. We're very chill, and we are a conversational podcast where we just want people to come in. We all enjoy anime. We all enjoy manga. We all just love to talk, either the pop cultures, the movies, whatever that needs one to talk. Anything that what our guest or anybody that shows up in our podcast, we're gonna talk about it. This is the whole point of our podcast, where everybody's chill, everybody's relaxed, get comfortable, and like we just want to talk like real people.
It's true. That's what we do here. We talk about anime. We have a good time and we relax. You know.
So now with all that out of the room, now with all that about discussion of what is going to be coming with the podcast, let's get straight to about the fall season of 2020. What the hell have we all been watching? Because that stuff has come out, and a lot good, a lot bad. So let's discuss it. Ray, Sam, go first. Well, I'll go grab some water. Actually,
I
He's
honestly,
probably gonna go poop.
I honestly feel this season was a little bit lacking in a way. Like, yeah, besides Jujutsu Kaisen and maybe Noblesse, sometimes there hasn't been many animes that's been well talked about in social media or anywhere else. Really,
I mean, we all know. We said it before. COVID really screwed up
Yeah.
everything, and I mean, the messed up everything.
Mhm.
So it really did make it difficult for things to get out on time and work out, because I mean, all of a sudden people had to learn how to do their entire job from home, and
Yeah.
that really threw a big wrench into every kind
Everybody.
of production that there was.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like there was just kind of sparse and in between this year.
Yeah, because we had kind of like good hope and confidence that fall season would do much better, especially with Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan still going for it, and I think a few more other. Noblesse was also one of them, and other animes that was coming for it. Because with summer was also kind of lacking too.
Yeah,
If we were like,
I mean, if
Not-
we're being honest, yeah.
we're being honest, it was also lacking. For fall, it's decent. At least we got one anime that's pretty well known and talked about, which is JJK. But that's technically it. It's just not hugely big. What's sad is Fire Force. It's been fire, not pun intended. And it's been very good, like plot story, great animation and studio, but not a lot of talk. Like so many people just fell off from it and just made it seem like it doesn't exist anymore almost. And it's been great. It's been really good stuff.
I mean, I'll be honest. So with the webtoon stuff, thank goodness that happened. Like, I'm glad that happened. Exposed more people to webtoons. But think about it though. Do any of those really give you kind of the same feeling as something like, a My Hero or an Attack on Titan or a Dr. Stone even,
Nope.
or, a Reincarnated as a Slime or,
Mm-mm.
I mean, not to say that they're bad, it's just that
Yeah.
they weren't up to the same quality as those.
Yeah.
As an anime watcher for those, no. Like they had cool action, cool premise,
Mhm.
but I will probably get those feelings and emotions when I read the webtoon. But as an anime only, no. To me, it was just cool, entertaining fights and cool premise and everything. The
It looks
like the Tower of
nice.
God and everything like had cool premise again. It was interesting, but at the same time, like you said, cool premise, but nothing too crazy, extravagant.
So, like, I want to start with Jujutsu Kaisen since we've all watched like the first episode at least,
Mhm.
and or maybe the second episode. And like, okay, I want to bring up the whole topic where a lot of people were like very impressed with the first episode, and then the second episode, which helped it in my opinion because the whole Gojo fight, his smooth and transition and the fighting stuff. But that first episode, I didn't get that same hype as most other people who were JJK fans or like people who've like never watched JJK at all. Like, I don't know if they're just jumped in within the popularity because everybody else did, but I didn't really fully enjoy the first episode as like so amazingly hype for like a shonen anime, that sort of thing. That may be me.
Well,
'Cause I may-
for me, I'm not into Facebook groups no more, so I can't really see. If
Oh,
the
you're
Facebook
right.
groups-
I haven't looked in a long time to see what people have been saying over there.
Yeah, so I can't really say
I
like
haven't
Sam,
either, but-
like usually Sam and plus other people tell me what's going on, but I don't really check, so I can't really give my opinion if those other side of the Facebook groups, talk about JJK. But on my timeline on Twitter, most of the people I see talk about JJK is the same people that read the manga or have
Yeah.
usually hype it before, like Project Manga plus Pineapple, like other people have that spoken about it. But current new people that see my timeline, I see a few new people talking about the anime, but nothing too crazy.
And I'll be very honest. Outside of our project, our friends over at Project Manga, go support them by the way. I haven't really seen anybody talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I want to. I guess not to say anything bad, but I want to know why. Why aren't people watching Jujutsu Kaisen? Like, what happened? Everybody was so hyped for it, like when it was rumored and then it got confirmed, and then all of a sudden nobody's talking about it. Are you too busy watching it? Because I mean, if that's the case, then that's fine. But like, I haven't seen anybody talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, you expect before, at least the day before the new episode comes out, people would talk about, yo, I can't wait for this to happen, or I want to see what's going on, like what's the story, world building, lore, and like nothing. Everybody was just crickets. It's just silent, and I guess they do feel the same way I felt the first episode because I couldn't talk much even after the first day it came out. The episode came out. There really wasn't too much I can say until the second episode. Like, okay, cool, better animation.
Gojo,
Better-
that's all it is.
I mean,
Gojo.
because I will say the first episode was a little weak. Not gonna lie, like it was good. Don't get me wrong, good.
Because like
For
people
first episode was a little weak.
people try to defend the whole, oh, grandpa died on the first episode and he's telling him to be a good person, go help people, go defend. Like, okay, that's cool, but
I mean,
I'm not sad because I don't really know grandpa like
But
that.
but you're not
I
supposed
mean,
to be sad though.
I mean, I guess I was sad because it was just so sudden. It's just like, and Grandpa's dead. What?
It's like if I were to give you an example, it's like having anime main character parents, shonen main character parents. They have to die first or die right away or some reason, or just so happen to no longer living. They're not taking care of their kids or anything.
I mean,
For
it's just
me-
I also Steve's in the chat. What's up, Steve? I
Hey,
love
Steve.
the manga too. I really do. It's good, but I don't know what's up. Like, what's up with this? Like, I thought people were way more hype about JJK than they really are.
I agree, because even so I've watched to episode 3, like the current episode. Next tomorrow is the new
It's episode 4.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And like, I guess this is where the hype comes in, is because after everybody's been introduced, the team has been officially set and together, and it's up to the first mission that makes it hype.
So, the end of the first mission is what makes it hype. To
Correct.
me. That's where it got hype
Same
in
here.
the manga.
Okay.
Same here. It got hype
the end
to
of the-
me.
it gets real like, and I mean it gets real hype into the first mission.
So I'm gonna. I don't know if you guys watched episode 3 yet, because I'm gonna talk a little bit.
I read the
at
chapter,
end.
so either
Yeah,
way,
you could-
Okay.
I'm about to say
so
like, I'm like
'cause I'm
either
gonna
way,
say about the
if I didn't read
end.
it, I did. You
So
know,
like how they did the end is like to keep it interesting. Like I think a little bit after the outro or a little bit before the intro, they said like, first mission of Gojo's team to go in. 4 went in, but only 1 person got killed. Is what they
Yes.
try to hint.
Yes. Okay. Good. So
And
that's good. They
That's
do that.
That's how
they
they.
do that in the
I
manga,
guess
too.
that was their way to try to make it interesting, in that sort of way. Like,
I
oh,
mean,
okay.
that is interesting. Like it's like
Mhm.
what happens is really really interesting. So you just have to watch to find out.
Yeah, okay, that
Because,
helps build something in.
yeah, because they're covering chapter 5 and 6, if I'm correct. And where I left off from reading the series, I left on chapter 9. I think that's episode 5 or 6, where from there on I will be more, not know what the hell's gonna happen. Like after 5 and 6 is when, to me, is when it will hook people in more. Because 5 and 6 is when it really brings people in on the story of Sukuna and everything else, of where they will see more powers and more of the diverse attributes of other characters working together, like our boy Yuji, and plus our girl Megumi, and the girl, I forgot her name. The guy.
I will say, like, the power scale and the powers of each curses of every person is interesting. It's cool. You have the girl who can do like basically those voodoo dolls.
Yes.
And then the nails are hearts, and then you have a guy that can control shigami dogs, and then our main man herself, who's cursed of a very powerful ancient demon with 4 arms and 20 fingers altogether, and he has 1/10 of the powers right now. And we're waiting to see what he can do, which is cool. That's how it usually starts in any anime in starts. But I feel like with our generation today, where people do not have the attention span to watch up to episode 5, so after the first mission, a sort of way, where they can't put too much thought and care of every character's depth, personality, growth. Like, it just needs to be one person at a time, and the main focus would be the MC, and that's all they care about from there.
So I mean, I'm not gonna say. So I mean, yeah, the attention span thing is, like that's to a point that's still subjective, because anime fans are anime fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to watch anime because it's anime, but it's also one of those things where now it's just about the pacing of your story. If the pacing of your story just isn't good, at least at the start, like that's just a problem with the story, and that can be fixed. Yeah, but sometimes what I want to say is that in most situations, you hope it does get better. And in Jujutsu Kaisen's case, it does get better.
Mm-hmm.
It takes that
time.
that first mission to get good.
Well, I'm curious, Ray. What I'm curious to see in the anime and how the studio Mappa is gonna get it done is Gojo's ability of the dimension expansion.
That's what I think everybody's waiting on. Like
I'm
feel
really
like
curious
that's
to
what
know.
we want to see.
I'm curious to know how Mappa's gonna do it. Like, I'm really curious to know how
that could look sick.
Like, I'm really curious. Like, are they gonna use the shading to show that is more inner when you're inside his whole type of dimension expansion, or like how they're gonna do it? Like, Sam, you don't need to know what me and Ray are talking about, but it's curious to know.
Steve just said in the chat, though, I know a few of us are week to week, but a lot of people are planning to binge the season when it's over.
That's very true.
JJK is, so I'm giving it my definitive bingeable anime. Like this, I feel like it's going to be better when you binge it, to be completely honest.
It's going to be crispy.
Me personally, I don't think I like JJK week to week. I'll be honest. But bingeable, I think that it's going to be great. You binge it, but week to week, I don't know.
That's I don't want to jump into it now, but that's how I kind of felt like Fire Force. Like, binging is making it amazing for me. Like, finding out each episode, like, I want more lore, I want more this. Oh shit, about Joker, Benimaru, all that. But I'll talk about that in a few. But I could see why JJK, so some people might see binge easier, because you get all the characters at once and everything, instead of waiting. You see the cliffhanger and then you have to wait next week. Instead of trying to binge it will probably be much easier.
Which I don't mind that plan, where almost every anime is right now playing the long game, where like it's not week to week kind of anime. You have to binge this, which is great, which is another way of absorbing any kind of content, watching any shows and TV and movies. It's you want to do it all at once and not just week to week kind of thing. You're gonna be off track. You're gonna forget what happened, and the recaps doesn't really happen as much in anime form. But it's gonna be hard for it to bring it back or people want to talk about it unless like a big fight were to happen, like a whole like a whole fight, best fight of the year contender kind of thing is what would bring people to an anime to its popularity in a way.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a fight. It just has to be a really good, high quality action sequence.
Yeah.
If you ask me, like there are some really cool like set pieces in JJK that could really do that. Not necessarily the fights, but just like the set case itself. You know?
I think the set piece will be nice in episode 7 or 8 is when they go back to the school and try to do with the whole football field with that arc. With the arc, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm,
I think that would be a nice set piece because that's more a much bigger grain of scale to see a set piece. I think for episode 8 and 9, and was moving forward.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's also kind of sad where not anime for fall animes is not overly talking about a lot more on Twitter or in other social media and stuff. So, but yeah.
So with the comment that just got asked, you said people aren't you said people aren't talking about JJK. What do you use to gauge how much people are talking about something? It seems pretty popular on YouTube.
So it seems popular on YouTube in certain communities. Is what I'm saying. So I'm talking about just an overall. I'm talking Facebook. I'm talking Instagram. I'm talking Twitter, and I'm talking YouTube. So yeah, it's popular on YouTube. I'm not saying that it's not popular. What I'm saying is that in a majority of spaces, people aren't really talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like, yeah, if you're looking for it on YouTube, the algorithm is built to show you more places that are talking about it on
Especially YouTube.
That's the algorithm. That's how it works.
Because like if you type up anything in the search of YouTube or on Google, YouTube will automatically use that algorithm to
show you more of that.
Search for.
Yeah, more of that. Like if you search about JJK, the next day you go on YouTube, you will see 3 videos of JJK that you never asked for. It will pop up right there. So
yeah, that's not to say that it's not popular. It's just that what I've seen is that there are significantly less people talking about this as a whole, as they were about even Tower of God.
Like instead of having these anime being recommended to you, have it just be like suggested after like all the other stuff that you don't really watch before. You just have like you watch like regular TV shows and stuff, and then this anime suddenly comes in. Jujutsu Kaisen comes in. It's like, what's this? And then like, what's this whole about the anime? It's to get the people who are not anime watchers or avid watchers or anything, get them interested into the suggestion from YouTube to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. That's usually what it is. It's still popular on YouTube, just not on other platforms. Sadly,
I 100% agree because with what JJK is building, they're trying to build to not replace what other series that's gonna not be as long as, like, for example, Attack on Titan is gonna end next year. So they have to have the same popularity, the same steam to replace other series that's gonna end within the next couple of years. So they're starting right now. Hopefully by the next season or next court, because they're gonna take a break and they come back in the spring. Hopefully, by the time the second court comes back, they could get the popularity and more people could talk about it on the different social media platforms.
But then, like, let's not forget, Mappa is a great animation studio as well, and they are doing a good job for Jujutsu Kaisen, and we already know they're gonna do a great job for Attack on Titan, because Wood Studio themselves have the confidence to give Attack on Titan the final season to Mappa, and it's a great studio. It's hitting so well with it.
Cool question: opening or ending better for you guys? Me, it's the ending, both in the visuals and the vocal aspect.
Now, I like the opening. I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the ending is better.
ending had better music
Yeah,
for
better music.
sure.
But the visuals in the opening are great.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the opening is the panda. I don't know. I could use that gift the whole time. The panda
Him going
literally
over the building.
just going over the building, just going,
He's
just
walking
going.
on two legs and he's climbing over the building like he's a regular guy.
Yo, I just love that. Like
It's
that
really well
scene.
done though. It's
Oh,
very
it's amazing.
well done.
I just can't wait for people to see the panda. Oh my god, the panda.
I'm waiting for the panda.
I guess like why we shouldn't be surprised. We've been watching anime for a while. You shouldn't be surprised at this point.
We've had talking animals and mascot animals. We should at least have
I've seen
panda
people in
bear
anime
cuddle.
do far worse to monster creatures. So yeah.
And like people who are so impressed of the panda talking and walking. Have you played Tekken before? have you played Tekken before? I'm pretty sure Kuma came out in Tekken 3, and that was like PlayStation 1, that sort of
Oh
thing.
man, it's a while ago.
Exactly, but
A while
still,
ago.
it's been evolution. It's still a giant polar bear or a regular bear that's fighting other people with kung
But this
fu and
is,
stuff.
to cap the JJK talk, I like JJK a lot. I just really did think that people would be talking about it more, and in more of the hype sense. I haven't seen a whole lot of the hype, so I'm like,
Yeah, I haven't either.
where y'all go? Come back. So, I'm sure we'll see it. We'll see it. I think we'll see it trending on Twitter after their first mission. I think so. Yeah.
We most likely will, and I definitely agree with Ray. It's enjoyable. It's solid 8. It's solid 7.5. It hasn't wowed a lot of people yet. For me, I'm waiting to see more in the anime aspect, but definitely the manga is a solid 8, 8.5. But for the anime, I've been enjoying it. Can't wait to see more of it. And with Mappa has been doing a fantastic job with the
I'll be
color
real.
scheme and everything else.
What the manga currently is,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
A lot of people in the community
That's the hype I've seen for JJK. To be completely honest with you, is all manga. All like current manga hype is. I've seen so much of that.
A lot of people have been saying current My Hero arc, current JJK arc, which is better. And I'm like, damn, for you to compare current My Hero arc with JJK right now, I'm like, damn, because My Hero arc right now is flames, and for you to compare that, like, wow.
I see them like this. They're like this. So with Chainsaw Man somewhere in the middle. It's
Yeah,
Weird, but still popular.
Yeah, I know.
Chainsaw Man's like,
It's weird. Like, yeah, if they're both here, Chainsaw Man's like right here.
yeah.
It's like, well, no, I don't know what to do with you. But yeah,
Like, at least it's not far behind. Yeah, it's really
no,
not far
I
behind.
love it. But it's like I don't know what to do with you.
We haven't gotten yet into a manga segment, but I'm just gonna say that Weekly Shonen Jump has been really feeding me with a lot of good content. Mashle Undead Unlock. Yeah, we were worried before, but Mashle Undead Unlock, Chainsaw Man, JJK My Hero has been doing great. Black Clover hit or miss with some chapters, but still good overall this year. So I'm really been enjoying what they're doing, and I'm so happy I read Undead Unlock and the Mashle once it started because it's been such a good series.
I'm still so I do like Mashle. I need to catch up on Undead. I need to catch up from what I've been seeing. I need to catch up on that. But other than that, yeah, I think we kind of like solidified the lineup in Jump, which I'm okay with. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they finally hit their targets and they're getting their popularity because even before COVID happened, everybody knew after Demon Slayer, even after Demon Slayer ended, nobody knew what to do. They're trying to. Tell me I'm wrong. They've been throwing new series, trying to see what hits, seeing what's popular, what could get the sales, and finally, Undead Unlock and Mashle kind of did it for them.
And when plus it's been doing good in sales too. It's been doing good in the rankings and the sales, so props to them. And this Sunday, Aniki Smash is doing a stream for Undead Unlock and Mashle.
Oh, is
big
it?
discussion, yeah. So I'm gonna be with him. Ray and Sam, you could be there as well. He's gonna start the stream. He's gonna start the stream, I think, at 1 or 2 p.m. EST. And
for which ones?
Mashle and Undead Unlock.
The two that I'm not caught up on. I ain't gonna be there.
I'll be there. Dude,
Boy, you got 2 days. With your busy schedule, you good.
I read them both, so I give all new mangas a chance, especially with Show and Jump. I give
props to you, Sam. You still reading our boy Mori King? I give props to you because I don't know how you still reading that. He is.
I am reading
I dropped that after chapter 3.
I dropped that to
It's
chapter
not
one.
because it was bad. It's
doing-
because it
it's
wasn't as
doing
interesting as everything else.
It's doing its satire comedy right now, but I enjoy this satire comedy more than the whole Roboco me. Like
Is
that,
Robocop still going?
yeah, that's still going.
Yo, if that stays longer than time Paris Ghost Fight, I'm gonna be dumb tight. I'm gonna
It
be
probably
I would be
will.
dumb tight
You know that,
too.
right? You know it is. You know that, right?
I just why it have more potential. The art of time Paris Ghost
But
Fight is so much
remember,
better.
they rely on Japan sales, not like US sales or other offshore everything like that.
Japan really has to fix that. Like, yo, worry about us. We read your content. Worry about our rankings too.
Oh, bro,
Okay,
we just get it because we let you, is what they say.
Basically, yeah. You know how much we actually have to lecture for Dragon Ball Z in US for it to make it very popular.
Simulcast is very difficult.
It's very difficult.
But then to think about the manga and the translations on those, just as difficult. So
Alright.
it's like,
All right, but since we're on the topic of the manga nerd, I just want to give my what I've been catching up to is Dr. Stone. I've been catching to Dr.
I
Stone.
saw you raggedy.
I technically
said-
finished the Stone Wars arc.
We said that we weren't gonna read it, and then you were like, "I read it," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, because so
I follow the rules, so
Mhm.
so thing is when you're
As a
up late
group,
night,
we agreed.
we should know when what happens within the group doesn't always stay solid.
Just
James
because
never.
James breaks the rules doesn't mean that the Holy Trinity has to break the rules.
You break the rules by reading scans.
I don't know what you're talking
Just
about.
because one person broke the rule doesn't mean it broke the rule for everybody.
I said you read scans.
I don't know
What you
who-
talking
who
about?
reads scans? Nobody reads scans here. How dare you? Wow.
We treat our own pack like it's Lent. Like
Exactly. Nobody
everybody.
here reads scans. How dare you, sir? How
Yeah,
dare you?
Viz.
I'd eat
we don't
another
read-
butter before I read a scan. Yeah.
But yeah, so when you're up late night calls and your girlfriend's not here and Sam has to study for midterms and I don't have to edit anything at the moment,
Take your ass to sleep.
so I'll be on the phone call. So
Yeah, that's like a really good point.
I could go photo sleep, but Perv or technically on Twitter, my boy Chaotic Plus be telling me, yo, 100 chapters pass for Dr. Stone, catch up, and then I tell him, I bet, let's have a deal. You read Mash Show and Undone Unlock, and I read Dr. Stone. He said, bet. He catch up to Mash Show. I had to read Dr. Stone then, so that was the bet. But
you love it.
Is that the first bet that you've actually held up, because you haven't held a single bet in this? So I'm upset. Wow. Oh wow. Wow, bro.
I might have caught something. No,
I'm upset. Wow. That means you don't love me. You say you don't love me. Okay.
oh well, look at the time. I think I
Wow.
gotta continue talking about this.
That's
So-
it.
So Dr. Stone, so Twitter found out I'm doing Dr. Stone reading. So they say, yo, hold up. We want to know about your thoughts. Can you do read-throughs on stream instead? I said, I bet. YouTube restriction is gone, so I could do that now. So I'm going to do it in the future. So I'm going to do each volume of Dr. Stone, meaning AKA nine chapters per stream, which is under an hour. So that's a chill stream. But I'm excited for that. So I've been catching up to Dr. Stone. I cut up to Ghost Reaper Girl, so good.
Okay.
2 other series from Shonen Jump that Ray has not read, Phantom Seer and Our Blood Oath. If you ask me which one to read between the two, read Phantom Seer, so good. The art is fantastic, and it's a really good up and coming series, just like Undead Unlock and the other series. Masho, Phantom Seer, highly suggest to read.
It had Phantom Seer actually is pretty good. It had the creepy art style stuff, but I would say not as creepy as when we first met the Darkness Devil and Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah,
That helped so much build.
oh
This
yeah.
one-
This one is building it up slowly, but the art is very creepy, just like Sam said. So I do agree
yeah.
with that. Our Blood Oath is like vampire but shonen type. I don't know if it will last, but right now it's so far interesting. It's a solid 7, solid 6.5 from what art is good, but the story is not there yet. That's why I have to give it that low rating. But if it continues building up, then maybe it can lead up to something. But the premise is there. Hopefully the editors and Shonen Jump could give much faith to hopefully let the writer and storyteller to continue doing what it's doing. But so far, it's there. Hopefully, it gives the time.
So far, they're like a new series. They're good until maybe after chapter 7 or 8 because they're always going to be on a cover to promote the series. And what helps the sales, if it's because they want to read Phantom Seer or the Blood Oath, and if it does great in the ranks, that's how you know that's going to stay for another couple more months because they need to see the results every weekly for each of their Shueisha sales in that sort of way. And that's how Undead Unlock stayed and Mashley stayed.
Alright, Scuba, to answer your question of the you just asked, Phantom Seer, Chainsaw Man, or solo leveling, I'm about to start one. I would say in that order: Phantom Seer, Chainsaw Man, and then solo leveling. Because Phantom Seer is literally less than 10 chapters. Chainsaw Man, you'll be depressed, and then you just watch, and then you read solo leveling, and then you scream hype, and then you skip a rise. You literally go from quick depression, then a rise. Sam will agree with me.
I will agree with you, but I go back and forth with Chainsaw Man and Solo Leveling because Chainsaw Man gets you so depressed, like, yo, I can't continue reading this. I need some more happiness in my life.
Going off just based off the one that I've read, which is Chainsaw Man, I'm gonna tell you to start Chainsaw Man first. But from what I heard, popularity wise, absolutely start Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
That shit hype as fuck.
Absolutely.
Me and Sam have Scream. Sadly, those.
I have not yet to start that. To be very candid with you, I haven't started it yet, but I absolutely want to. I know once I start it, it's gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah, trust me, it'll be hard to stop because the art fantastic is A1 art. And the panels, oh my gosh, creepy look in chapter 6 still creepy ass look, but you will get there when you see it. That smile. But definitely agree with what me and Sam is saying, and with what Ray's saying. If you want to go with Chainsaw Man first, go ahead. But I do agree with what Sam said. If you need a bit of time from away from your depression, go read some happiness with solo leveling.
Yeah,
you will be fine with.
Mix some like enjoyable stuff to read. If anything, I say start with solo leveling first because the enjoyable part doesn't really happen until like after the whole first part, which is the whole arc and developing these powers first, and then that's where all the fun comes in. And at that point, you can like take a break and then go to somewhere else, like Phantom Seer. Enjoy the creepy story because it is October. It is the Halloween season. And then go into Chainsaw Man because it is perfect for Halloween, but I don't know, it'll be good for you mentally in the mental health aspect though, because it gets pretty dark, pretty sad, and wow, I guess it's just very dark.
In other words, what Sam is saying, just depressing as hell.
Yep.
But I was gonna ask, so is Chainsaw Man more depressing than Berserk? I cannot agree to that or agree because I don't read Berserk.
No,
It's not,
no.
but the emotions will get you still.
I will say that there's some stuff that happens in Chainsaw Man that is more. The scale of depression is bigger, if that makes sense. I mean, the depression in Berserk is more personal.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. So, yeah,
it could be also the theme too, because I know Berserk is all about the fantasy, the monster action adventure kind of thing. While in Chainsaw Man, it's in our modern world, kind of different mutants and monsters that lives in this kind of world too, but who are just as crazier and as sick as those monsters that's in Berserk, but in our like more real world and pretty relatable emotions and actions and backstories that can happen.
Yeah.
And like it hasn't really happened to you, but you've heard it happening to people before, and you can feel a lot of empathy towards those people, and this is what you could get from Chainsaw Man. If it's
right.
Sad, depressing story.
Well, Ray, I was gonna ask. We didn't get the chance to record Dragon Ball Super review. What you want to discuss?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it, man. Besides the fact that Goku's a moron.
Yo.
Oh, really?
Yo.
I think everybody knows that.
Yo. Goku got me dumb tired. Like, yo, did you ever train? I'm like, my dude. At least get him off the planet. At least get him arrested before he does more slimy shit like any other evil villain that does that. Because, Pride is a big thing. Ego is a big thing. It eats people alive. Did you ever heard of Ego the Living Planet in Marvel?
I don't. I get that Goku likes to fight people because that's literally all he enjoys. Goku likes to fight. I get it, Goku, but it's also when it is enough, and you just need to end it for the safety of others, like because it's bigger than just you fighting somebody. And I don't think Goku still doesn't realize that. While he's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this because Mirror's, sacrificed himself." Oh, by the way, we're doing full spoilers for this newest chapter of Dragon Ball Super. He sacrificed himself and to protect everybody in the galaxy. So I'm gonna take up what his mission was, but yet you still fooling around, being an absolute dummy. Okay, I don't think you heard what you just said.
But not to play the word devil's advocate here. Not trying to defend Goku.
No advocate.
Not trying to defend Goku here. But remember the conversation he had with Mirrors before back when they were doing the training, and Mirrors asking, why do you always believe people will change? And he's told Mirrors that I just hope by each time I keep giving people like a second chance, I hope they'll come back around and change. Maybe that's what he was trying to go for and prove that point of the storyline of characteristic of Goku.
Moro is a mass murderer on the planetary scale.
He still lets Frieza go.
Frieza's different. That character's actually had time to kind of sort of develop, but still a villain. Don't get me wrong. Frieza's still worst.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Back that up where he tried to have Broly to kill Goku. Like, can we just bring that up?
But you get what I'm saying, though. But you get what I'm saying. Like, maybe Akira Toriyama is trying to prove the characteristic that he spoke about a couple of chapters ago about Mirrors and Goku, trying to prove this point with Goku trying to give a second chance with Moro.
Some people are just evil, though, and I'm just waiting for Goku to learn that. Like, some people are literally just evil.
Some people are just who just wants to just really kill you for killing you.
Yeah, they just want to be evil.
And that's what Goku has to learn, or technically that's what he needs to learn, because he literally has a friend that's called God of Destruction as a title.
Friend is very vague.
Yeah, that friend is a vague term.
Okay, he has an acquaintance that could come and destroy his planet.
That's a maybe. Even that's a maybe.
I would say that they're acquaintances.
Yeah, they're acquaintances. Because, he comes to Earth, trains him, and also eats his dessert. So in a way, he kind of does.
Fair.
It's more like it's ends justify the means for bears. It's just, hey, if I fight him, I get to eat the good food and good snacks, right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool. I'll fight just for food, basically. Same thing what Goku kind of does. He would also eat and pig out, and he also loves to fight.
Fair.
That's very true. But overall, this chapter really left me not sour taste in my mouth, because it literally was what happened with Cell. Literally, he was fighting. Went to Krillin. Yo, Krillin, I'm gonna take a sensu bean, and then go back to
thing.
Like Krillin. Literally,
I thought Krillin would have been like, not again.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. Like, Krillin should have known. Not Cell games again. And I'm like, nah, my dude, this just can't be.
I wish they had cut to Gohan, but he would have been like,
Yo, if they cut to the next chapter, next month, and they go and be like, Father, really? Cell games again? They should do that, like, but
I don't know. It's just
Gohan would be like, all right. If you're gonna repeat this, I'm not going into the fight. I'm not dying. I'm not getting beat up again. Like,
if anything, this chapter of Dragon Ball Super made me. I was more annoyed than anything. It's like, yeah, the fight was kind of cool, but it was like, really.
So
we had just talked about how Ultra Instinct was super hard to attain and so difficult to get.
And
he's like, oh, I stole that ability. I'm just gonna use it.
Yeah. Which before I add to that, I do want to say, Goku with the whole Ultra Instinct Master, I gotta say, I give props. It looks dope on him.
It does look cool.
It looks casual, but you're still stupid. I thought you're supposed to be smart when you let go of your humanity. But no, my dude literally said, give a whole sensu being. Literally, you said, do you know how the chapter ended? Literally, Moro still had his magic infused with planet Earth. So if Goku destroys Moro, he destroys planet Earth.
That's where we at now.
And Wiz was like, And, yo, Wiz's expression in the last couple of pages and panels was like, really, my dude? Do I have to reverse 5 minutes, 2 minutes of Earth's time just for you to fix the shit again?
I wonder if they're gonna do that. I'm really curious to see how they approach this. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen.
They have to. I don't.
If they have Whis reverse time again, I'm gonna be like, okay, none of this matters. None of it matters because whenever y'all fuck up, Whis could just reverse time. Like, come on, man.
So okay, all right. So this is a question that I had in my mind for a while. Okay, so first, will we even surprise Goku would literally give sensu beans to his opponent?
Yes, because I thought that he learned.
I thought he learned too.
I thought that he learned.
You would think, because even though Gohan did beat Cell, but Cell literally blew himself up, killing himself, killing Goku.
He still sacrificed somebody. He sacrificed himself and King Kai and his planet.
Yeah, exactly, and it just
so that's still technically an L.
And then like full on question: does people even still like Goku like this? And like these are the same people.
No, people got mad in this chapter, Sam. People that I knew.
What's even worse is that these are the same people who are so nostalgic of Dragon Ball Z and the whole people who are so toxic with the whole Goku, could he be Goku? Could he be Goku? Could he be Goku? Goku's a damn dumbass!
Okay, like, this is where I start my theory of Goku's the real villain. No, I'm kidding. We're not.
Nah, but Sam,
like it's just so annoying. Like, what the hell? Like, how
a big shout out
to
my friend. A big shout out to my friend. He's called J Cloud Anime Talk. He reviews Black Clover all the time and everything. He was gonna start a new series on his channel to review Dragon Ball Super this month. And then he told me like, "Yo, I can't review this chapter. I was gonna rant the whole time. Like, yo, I understand. And then I asked him, would you wanna come with us and let's talk about it? You're probably not gonna rant with us. You're gonna probably maybe rant still, but maybe have a discussion with me and Ray." He's like, sure and everything, but I told him like, yo, we didn't have the time, and they're like, cool, because I was still gonna rant. Like, cool, understandable, no worries, because it's understandable. Like, everybody that saw the leaks, people that are not even Dragon Ball fans saw the leaks and was still disgusted. They know the character of who Goku is, and they was even disgusted about his character, what he did.
I mean, only word that comes to mind is selfish. That's real selfish.
Very.
So yeah, we'll see what he does in a month. How that's gonna turn out.
Like, this is like he just set the high bar of the most selfish bullshit that any character has.
This is when I was waiting for Vegeta to actually come out of nowhere and just like finish him off. Like, that's what I was waiting for, but nope.
You be like, yo, Kakarot, you're too slow. Reduce this, or like Big Bang attack.
Hey Kakarot, remember you stole killing Frieza away from me? Yeah, I'm still killing Moro from you. Like, this could have been the ultimate revenge.
So I mean, this arc was going well until, honestly, for me, this chapter kind of killed the momentum. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just that this chapter I was a little not so happy with.
So, it was very disappointing. I wish Dragon Ball Super could pick up his slack, but what can you do? It's just you can't do much about it.
Next chapter, that's what I'm gonna do.
That is true.
What happened?
But the other series, the last series I'll bring up about manga, what I've been reading is Mission Jujutsu Family. It's just like Spy Family. I've been catching up to it because it just made its 1 year anniversary last month in September. So right now it's around 55 chapters or so, or almost 60. Up to chapter 12, so I'm catching up slowly. I should be catching up within the next couple of weeks, but I'm very happy that I'm catching up. It's such a good series. I do recommend it, but I can't give my full thoughts since I'm not fully cut up. But I will rather push the agenda of Undead Unlock and plus Mashle, but I'm definitely catching up to that series as well.
Good. I don't know. I want to, like I said, I want to catch up on Undead Unlock and Mashle. But I've been still reading One Punch Man. God, nice. It got so good. I like. I take back everything bad that I've ever said about One Punch Man, except for the second season of the anime. I keep all that still stands.
Yeah, keep it. That's keep it. That's you can. It's fine.
Everything that I said bad about One Punch Man, though, I'll take back because the manga is absolutely fantastic. I love the manga. It's so dang good.
Manga itself, I have to fight for. I have to fight for my dying breath.
Let's see, Kaiju number 8. Still digging that.
Even though no new chapter today, but it's okay. It's their break.
Yo, I'm so mad about
The
that. I
art's
like.
still good though.
Oh yeah.
But that's good. But that's
I
good.
like-
That's the same kind of attitude we have. Like I was hoping for a new chapter. That's the anticipation.
That's what we want.
That's the hype. That's what
That's
they
me. I was
want
like,
you to
I was
get.
like, I just text Ray and Sam that I'm here doing laundry. I'm cooking. Like, wait, it's past 11. I'm gonna check new chapter. Kaiju, read it. I was like,
Sorry,
you
no new chapter.
son of
but
a bitch.
Here's some very good artwork though. It's some.
I
very
know
good
it was
artwork.
beautiful, but I was like, chapter 14.1. I'm like, okay, I'll see the cool art for 2 seconds. Swipe, cool, awesome. I'll go back to the laundry. I was so disappointed, so sad. Like, but yes, Kaiju no Break, exactly what they're saying. It's such a good series. It's literally Attack on Titan except kaijus. Literally.
Yeah, but man, I love the atmosphere of Kaiju number 8. I love I don't know, I just really I love all the characters. I'm still waiting to get to know the side characters a little bit more. Because I mean they've kind of started talking about them, but we haven't really seen much about them, which I mean that's typical because you want to establish your main characters, which I get. But I love everything else about this. I love the captain; she's amazing, legit amazing.
She set the
Kafka.
bar.
Yeah, she really
that
did.
bar. But it made sense though. It's not just for her, but it's for our main characters. And then even the vice captain is like, so you see that, right? So that's the
Right.
bar you gotta try to match. I was like,
I was like, that was sick.
Which I love the vice captain, swords and everything. He's quicker than
Yeah, that was cool.
And,
I'm like,
he's very cool though, which also very correct. Yeah, she's great in long distance and guns and shooting, but when it comes to close combat, I got her.
Like, that's
I'm
me.
Not match for me.
But I mean, he's gonna find out real quick that Kafka's gonna have the close combat handled because he's just incredibly strong. It's just oh, okay. Well, once you find that out, no, that's a wrap, dude.
So I'm really curious to know how they're gonna take this take as well, because you know how with Attack on Titan they did it. I think in the anime they did it in the first season, but I wonder if they're gonna do the same thing as well. Like the first season is probably happen around the 20th or 25th chapter or so. So is that when the manga's gonna do as well? So that's what I'm curious about. Is that how they're gonna do as well for the manga for Kaiju or Monster number 8?
I do felt like they kind of open up the
Traitor?
the traitor,
Yeah.
imposter
The imposter.
in the guy a little too soon into the, he was disguised as one of those cleaners, and then he just happens to be in that same area saying like, oh man, I was just putting these monster kaiju eggs into this one so they can produce more. And then,
My prediction is that if they try to shoot him, he can't die most. Like he could probably regenerate. That's my guess. That's why he probably don't care.
or it doesn't really do anything to him. If it's exactly like our MC in his kaiju form armor mode, these kind of bullets are not strong enough. Which I'm glad that the author, the story writer, storyboard put all these small information about these different guns. Where this is like a shotgun shell. This one's like a lightsaber kind of shell. It's pretty cool. Like it gives us more world building of what kind of weapons that evenly match with these kaijus. Because there's different kind of kaijus, you should at least have different kinds of weapons to use to fight against them. Like each kaiju has their own weakness, and you have each other weapons of their own weaknesses, which makes sense. It's cool.
Yeah, what's cool?
Logic makes sense.
I think they're gonna add cooler stuff, because everybody's gonna have a specialty. I think, which is gonna be awesome. I want to see more of that.
Yo, the captain used like a minigun cannon.
That was like a rail gun.
Yo,
she handled by herself.
She literally had it like this, like, all right, let's go. Bah.
She was like ready to fire again, but captain, ready to fire again. Like, okay, boom.
She's like, all right, girl, do your thing. Go
But
ahead.
I do also love that all of the equipment is based on the person and how effective they are, which is really cool if you think about it, because not everybody can use the same weapons or use the same weapons the same way, essentially.
I was just about to ask you that. If you were in that world, what weapon do you think your body could do? Like, shotgun, handgun, knives, like the vice cat, the sniper, or like what kind of weapon you think realistically hold?
That's a good question. I like that question.
It is a good question.
Probably something like a shotgun, an automatic shotgun. Sounds sick. Yup.
For me, I think I'll be vice captain in close combat, like with the knives and probably handguns.
If I want to go full on like head on crazy, just like happy go lucky, just go straight on combat, then yeah, like the whole close combat. But I think I'm more better.
But yeah, but I say,
if
what do
it's long
your body?
distance. I think the most best one is to go long distance weapons.
Sniper?
Sort of
I do see you as a sniper, Sam. I do see you a sniper for long range. Me close combat.
What's also amazing is that the captain herself only can use 90% of her armor, her kaiju armors.
Was it 90 or 92%? I don't know.
Something like that. But then it's not 100%.
Right.
She herself have not reached 100%.
Not yet. Yeah.
And yet, like, nope. Does that mean like nobody has even reached that 100%, or if there's someone even better than the captain, is not yet known?
It's true. Not yet. No.
It's more curious to find out like what happens if it's 100%.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen that. It's like, yeah, what does happen if they go 100% in that suit? Like, I don't know. Do they become the suit? What the heck is going to happen? I want to see the scaling.
Would it be like the MC himself, where you turn into that kaiju kind of thing?
I'm still curious to see how that's going to work.
And no lie,
are they going to make him a special suit, or are they just going to be like, oh no, you're fine? Like, I want to see how this is going to work.
And no lie, that was creepy when the whole bug went inside his mouth. I'm like, no, that was just some type of weirdness.
Wait, what?
Remember when the
bug? Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yep. That was
honestly, that did remind me of Parasite, the animation anime.
I haven't seen Parasite, but I know what you're talking about. That reminded me of Alien. You know, of the movie Alien, where they I was like, no, like when I was reading that pad, I was like, nope. I know what happens. I just went to the next page. Like, I knew what happens. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Which is just really good. Is he still?
For me, it was just kind of like, oh, okay,
okay, yeah,
that happened.
Yeah, like,
is he gonna look like that forever?
Yeah, like, oh, okay, Aaron, he gets eaten by a titan and becomes a titan. This guy gets swallowed. A kaiju.
Like, I'm guessing that kaiju bug was supposed to control his brain.
I don't know actually, because it sounded like it knew him.
Yeah,
remember? Because I was thinking the whole alien invasion kind of thing. That sort of picture. That's what Parasite kind of did. Like the whole purpose of those parasites was to.
I mean, I can't wait for them to confirm that kaiju are aliens. I can't wait for them to confirm that. It's gonna be great.
Yo, if it's aliens, imagine the whole planet full of it, the kaijus and stuff. Oh, oh, we're screwed.
I can't wait for them to go to space. That'll be great.
That just made me kind of miss. That just kind of made me miss Samurai A. I'm like, we don't have a space manga and shonen right now. I'm like, damn.
No, yeah, there's no more sci-fi kind of thing.
Yeah, like the only one that counts is it's not really Shonen Jump from Shueisha. It's technically Shonen Magazine. Eden Zero. I was gonna say like Eden Zero from Shonen Magazine, but damn, like Eden Zero. It's just that people won't read it because it's hot because Hiramasha minority. But
I mean, if it was in regular Shonen Jump, I'd probably read it. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Before you were gonna compare it to Samurai A, I was gonna say Independence Day. Maybe there's gonna be some portals that leads to where these kaiju goes.
Maybe. Like, I want to know where they come from. Like, I really, and I'm sure that's part of the story. It's like where they come from and why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, I can't wait to know that stuff because that's always interested in me in monster movies. If they have that kind of angle, it's like, well, why are they doing this? Is it our fault, or did they just like say, no, we want that, so they came to take Earth?
Yeah, like, oh, did you come through a portal? Did you just send all your creatures and monsters just destroy the world, and then you just step right in? And
I mean, because as many people who watch this podcast know, Pacific Rim is one of my favorite movies. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Same here.
I'm kind of hoping it's like the Pacific Rim kind of.
I love Pacific Rim. I still need to watch the second one.
We're not gonna talk about the second one. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
that's very true.
I didn't watch the second one either.
I mean, you can watch it, but like, don't worry about it. Just assume that it's the first one's a standalone film and this one's a spinoff. Even though there's stuff from the first one, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Copy, because I definitely feel bad for our boy John Boyega, but yeah.
Me too, because that was another L for him, if you ask me. But so yeah, have a little bit of the good stuff and watch Pacific Rim 2 and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? No, you don't.
I don't know how that comment will pop up. No, you don't. Nah, you good.
You're good. You're good. Just watch the fights. That's all you really care about.
Yo,
guys.
what's
Watch
funny?
Guy monsters. That's all we really care.
What's funny? Me and Sam were dying to go last year, but me and Sam just did not find the time to go. We're like, hey,
Hard.
let's just watch another time or something. And then Ray tells us, yeah, it's not worth it. James tells, yeah, it's not worth it. I'm like, and me and Sam was so dope.
If it's an anime film, we would most likely go for it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would buy the tickets right away just to go watch it. And
But also-
I saw that one in theaters, and it's like, oh no, I should have waited to watch this on my TV.
The one I saw in theaters was the one with the Rock and the other three monsters fighting. The white ape, yeah, Rampage.
Rampage, yeah, I did see that.
They're right now. They're showing that on TV. And
Really?
I check that out. Yeah.
In the comments said the first one was perfect and there was no need for a second one.
And she absolutely right. Like for real. The way it ended, it should have just been, that should have been the story. And if anything, they should have done a prequel as the next movie, rather than a sequel.
What they could have done is an anime. That's what they should have done because you can literally.
I think there is an anime.
There is not going to be an anime now, but now like it kind of like you should have done it in the first place and not do the second one. Like the anime should have been the first choice.
I was like, I'd much rather see a prequel than a sequel because, as you can tell by what we've said, the sequel was kind of boring. like to see like I would have loved to see them fight kaiju in like the original versions of the Jaegers, to be like, you know, at first they sucked, you know, and then they got better, which that would have been sick. And Shai says there was an anime. See, yeah.
There's going to be an anime that's coming out for Pacific Rim specifically, but then there are other mecha versus kaiju kind of other animes too, like the Godzilla movies.
Yep.
Not a lot of people liked it, like the animated Godzilla movies, the trilogy thing.
Yeah, I thought they were okay. Yeah,
I thought it was okay. It wasn't that bad.
Would we consider SSS Gridman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would consider that one, and actually, I 1000% recommend that anime. If you haven't watched SSS Grid, is it SSSS Gridman? Yeah, there's 4 S's, I think. Watch that. It's
They had
fantastic.
a side story or a sequel for that Dynamite.
All right, so I just searched it. The anime.
The main robot looks like a whole Dragon Zord.
Oh,
So I just searched it. The anime for the movie of Pacific Rim has not been released yet. We'll have 2 season premiere in 2020. So, but most likely will be pushed to 2021.
Yeah.
It will be coming out on Netflix. We'll be having 2 seasons. And that's confirmed for the run at least for now.
unless they
And-
come out in December, which they could come out in December because Netflix push a lot of stuff to December.
But yeah, sure, but it's less than 2 months. They haven't out promoted. And this article that I'm looking at is the end of 2019. So it's been less than a year and no news out. So maybe who knows?
Maybe Len, because Netflix
Yeah.
doesn't really release their like catalogs in the future of months of what's ahead. Usually just within that same month.
They'll just tell you when it's coming out because I mean they just announced that Witcher season 2 is coming out.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
it has been announced for a while.
They just announced the date like a few weeks ago.
Okay, or date that's different then. There's been I can't wait to see the anime of The Witcher. That's what I'm excited for as well.
I just want more Witcher. Period. So
And Ashanti, yes, the Godzilla movie trilogy, the one that's on Netflix.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Henry Cavill's new outfit in action because Ray, have you seen his new outfit? It looks so good.
that looks dumb tight.
And then though, and then I'm like, yo, Henry Cavill when he move.
I'm like, how you gonna move in that, bro? I ain't never seen leather rip before, but I guess we're about to find out.
Sam, you haven't seen it yet, right?
I haven't seen it.
You should. It's
like-
so good. The
it
song
like
is so
heavy?
catchy.
Is it spandex? Like the whole.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's leather. Like Sam,
Okay,
I'm gonna
that
send you a
must-
picture.
That must be
real leather.
very uncomfortable. That must be very. If it's spandex, I get it. Like you have better movement in a way, but you're still constrained. But if
You know,
it's
it looks like leather to me. I
Let's see
mean,
if I can find a new outfit.
really well done spandex or whatever. No, it's not spandex.
Sam, Sam, check the group chat in now. I just sent you the picture of how it looks, and when Ray says it's dumb tight, it's dumb tight.
Dumb tight.
Like it looks
What
like
the-
his chest, his abs.
It's like he has to hold his breath the entire time. He has to act, and when he's holding your breath, you're gonna have a whole deep voice. It's like, it's like he's not just talking deep. He's trying to breathe in. He's holding all his breath in to talk.
Oh man! By the way, just so you know how important The Witcher is to me, I am going to rewatch The Witcher. And if you know me, I don't rewatch stuff.
Yo, Ray, if you want to watch with somebody in Discord and spend time, let me know, because I will watch it with you while I do stuff in the background, because I love listening to his voice and the song. Oh, that song is catchy. So once I was done with the show, I was listening to that song almost 6 months straight. Like, was it toss a coin to your Witcher? Oh, Valley of Plenty. I was listening to a song on repeat. Like, yo, my girls get tired. Like, shut that song up already.
Yeah, man, just buy the game and play Witcher 3 or something like that. Then
Did you ever play the game, by the way?
Never played the game in my life.
You should. You should give it a shot.
yeah, you like it. You like it. It's game of
Xbox,
Game of the Year.
PlayStation, or Switch.
Everything.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That's Spicy's government name?
That is her name.
Yeah, it
You
is.
look like an Ashanti. Never mind. That makes sense.
That's why I didn't want to say her whole name, because the chat is not popping up on the screen. So, like, in case it doesn't show up on YouTube, I don't want to say her whole government name.
I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna say it either, but yeah, that you look like an Ashanti though. Hey,
Hey, sis.
What's up, sis?
Oh, Steve on the soju night. Oh, Steve ain't gonna remember we had a podcast tonight. Dang, Steve, come on, bro. Dang.
I mean, it's okay. I'm having wine night right now. So.
I had mine earlier. It wasn't enough though. So did we talk about Noblesse yet?
Nah, yeah. Go ahead, talk about it. Bring it up.
I was gonna bring one more manga before we
Oh,
go into
what you got?
the Vigilantes. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Bro, they're bringing in Young Miracle, and Young Fat Gum. Yo, Kid Gum. Yo, they look so different.
I'm about to say, because he mad skinny right now. My dude, like, ain't fat. That's skinny gum.
Kid Gum. This is Kid Gum right there. 'Cause he's still a student. He's still a UA student or a different hero school student, same as Miracle. And I guess what popular demands, when the first introduction of Miracle, Vigilantes needed to have her backstory into this story. And it worked really well.
Yeah.
You're now getting more people to read Vigilantes for sure.
I mean, they have plenty of content if they're just gonna do hero backstories.
Oh yeah.
Like I love that. Like, please do more.
Because like this arc is actually really interesting in my opinion. It's just how some previous old pro heroes before the new pro heroes that took over their spots with like Miracle, Fat Gum, Hawks, and everybody. There were other pro heroes back then, and what happened to them? And Overclock was one of the pro heroes that nobody remembered what happened. And
because it was all like, oh yeah, what did happen? It was like, wow, y'all didn't really care about nobody. Damn.
it was like a whole secret war that was happening.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, there's a lot of shady stuff. But I mean, I guess that's what the whole point of the current My Hero Academia is trying to, break down and discuss.
That's one thing I love about My Hero, is that he's making it so real, and people don't notice that about, trying to dismantle heroes, trying to dismantle cops, from what they are and everything. Like, I love how it makes it so real, but it really doesn't hit it on the nose where it really pops it right in front of your face. But you have to actually read the series to actually know what the hell and pay attention with what's going on. So that's what I love about the story, that it really is so fluent, but tells such a good story within the story.
Agree, because tomorrow's a new chapter, and from previous chapter with Miracle, like, she was already a pro hero kind of built in since young. Because like, wait, I heard some criminals, I hear some like stuff that shouldn't be happening. I'm gonna go ahead for myself. I'm just gonna go into this. It's either her own battle junkie self that wants to just compete and fight and stop the whole crime that's happening.
It's her battle junkie. We saw how she just went in storm blazing before. Not again into spoilers for current arc, but she's definitely going in.
Like, she's very built for a pro hero position, And
I mean, some people are just heroes, and that's what it kind of shows you. You know, so big fan. I love it. And nope, I'm not gonna say that because that'll spoil some stuff for other folks. I want to talk about, but I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, yeah, read Vigilantes. If you like My Hero Academia, give Vigilantes a shot. Not gonna say that you're gonna like it, but just give it a shot.
Agree. And before we go into going back to anime, World Trigger season 2 is coming out next year in the winter season. That's a manga, and it's being done by Toei Animation. And Toei Animation usually does One Piece, Dragon Ball, and usually does Dragon Quest and Digimon.
Those are the big ones.
So to do World Trigger, it's like and World Trigger is not kid friendly.
I guess I'm gonna add it to the list.
And World Trigger is not kid friendly, from what I know, from what I heard.
To the list right now.
I heard good things about World Trigger.
Yeah, World Trigger. I think it's a monthly series. I'll see how many chapters it has right now.
Let me find out. Where's Trigger at? It's in here.
And it's on the jump. Yes.
I can't believe the Gravity Boys made it in 40 chapters, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that too. I think it's because if I remember correctly, they had like
World Trigger. So it's World Trigger, right?
Yeah, World Trigger.
World Trigger has 202 chapters.
I was so close in my head. I was going to say 190.
Damn.
Then I think that's about time for a monthly series. I think.
Yeah, it is.
And
wait.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
They put out because they're catching up. So yeah, it was monthly, but yeah, it looks like they were putting out 2 chapters a month.
All right, so it makes sense. It's because the original, or the first season of the anime the adaptation, it was 73 episodes, and this was from Toei. Now it makes sense why people want good animation, because a lot of people are quote tweeting the news and saying, "Can we just have good animation?" So I guess Toei rushed some scenes or some episodes.
Oh no, yeah, look at Steve. Toei pacing though. Yeah.
That's true. So I guess why people are kind of upset or saying about animation. So hopefully they do better with this World Trigger 2 or aka season 2.
Have I watched? No. Yeah, I've watched this.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've watched season. I've watched some of season 1.
I don't think I've watched World Trigger.
I've never read it or watched it, so I'm adding it to plan to read.
I have watched some of this. Yeah.
Never read it or touched it.
Okay.
Because me and Miguel also do Dragon Quest reaction for
I haven't seen that.
It's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. Right now it's still kid friendly, but someone in the comments says this story gets pretty dark later on, and it's not gonna be made for kids after.
I mean, Dragon Quest is one of the best JRPGs of all time. So I mean,
yeah, because one of the comment section for us said that by episode 5 or 6 it should go from the actual story. I'm like, so dark, like I'm curious. Me and Sam are curious to know what does it mean by dark, because me and Sam have seen dark shows and everything. So I'm like, what avenue of dark are you going? So that's what I'm really curious to see. But Ray, you just played most of the games, right? So like, do you know, like, does it get actually dark?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yes, there's a bunch of betrayals and a bunch of murders.
Oh.
and then
Murders?
So we're about to have a whole Game of Thrones kind of thing.
It depends on which story they're doing.
This says Dragon Quest and the Adventure of Dai. That's what is the subtitle, the Adventure of Dai. So, and in the second episode, he reaches Ultra Instinct form. He has like white bluish hair.
That's why animation
look good, actually.
But also it's weird because during the fight scene, me and Sam noticed that it went from 2D animation to 3D Dragon Ball game. He called it. Sam called it like a Dragon Ball game.
It became Fighter Z animation.
Oh, yeah, Fighter Z.
Like, yo, I swear to God, it is. Fighter Z.
It literally happened.
It great though. It looks so good though.
A smooth transition to where it didn't feel out of place. So me and Sam was starting to say, I'm like, all right, cool. And then it turned into a whole game kind of visual. And Sam was like,
3D animation where it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but with Dai as a character and like those machine monster kind of thing.
Yeah, and like from.
It like cool. It actually looked pretty cool.
You know what I'm gonna say right now though? I wish that it had been a Chrono Trigger anime.
I feel like they're gonna come. I think Toei is just hiding it and
would've been
waiting for that
sick.
moment.
What's
They're
that?
waiting for that
What's Chrono?
moment to get
Chrono Trigger is objectively one of the literal best video games ever made.
J-pop.
I would say video. I would go record to say video games. It's one
So
of the,
It's a lot of people's
Chrono?
most favorite RPG.
yeah, Chrono Trigger. So CHRONO Trigger.
It's also Elizabeth Maxwell's favorite JRPG video game.
Why does these kids look like Super Saiyan 4 Goku in Kid
Yeah.
Form?
You want to know who did the art?
Akira Toriyama?
Yes.
Akira Toriyama.
That literally looks like
He does
Goku
a
with
lot
red
of-
hair and Bulma.
Yeah, he does. He does a lot of character animation, well, design.
Yeah.
In
A
video
lot of
games.
character art. Yep.
He does a lot of it.
So this probably will be done by Toei because
I would
Akira Toriyama.
Yo, that
It
would
only
print
seems
money.
fit.
It would
only seems fit.
print money. That I feel like that would be one of the hypest anime announcements from a video game. That I
You
think
would have video game people who've loved Chrono Trigger, grew up with it, and all the
Then-
nostalgia for it comes
And it's
straight.
an
into
incredible
Chrono Trigger.
story. It's
Wait.
so
I agree. It might be happy because look, you have Die, you have what's the other game that you and Sam is hype about that's coming next year?
World ends with you, but that's
yeah,
Funimation.
where was you? Yeah, that is Funimation though.
Yeah, but
that's
still, like a lot of J RPG games is being done, and Die is also from Toei, so that means this one might be coming out 2021 or 2022.
Maybe.
It's just probably in the works and everything. So, and
It will happen, and Chrono Trigger will be the biggest cash money.
I think
really,
so. Especially if they do it right. Yeah, man. There's so many people that love Chrono Trigger. Yeah.
yo,
You would have.
I
voice
actually like
actors-
the.
You
I
would
actually
have
like.
many voice actors that we've known who love the Chrono Trigger game will want to voice each in different characters.
Yeah,
No
man.
doubt.
And it's got it's got such a diverse cast of like characters too, man.
I actually like the design already, just seeing red hair in a Goku Super Saiyan 4 outfit, but just looking good. I'm like, I like the design already.
What I'm more happy about, it's coming within our time now. Because if it was like back then, where it's just only regular 2D animation, that sort of stuff, it might not look as great or might not fit the picture when it comes
Maybe
to
not.
action.
Yeah.
But then now, where you can actually mix a little bit of the 3D animation, or you want to add into better style, better technology, better looks of its animation style, it's gonna look great. It would fit really well for it.
Yeah. So no, that's my wish now. If people are like, Ray, what do you want to be made into an anime? Chrono Trigger.
Or what's the other game? What's your most favorite game again, Ray?
Divinity?
Divinity?
A Divinity. Oh, I was about to say a Divinity anime would be sick.
I was
Like
gonna
legit.
say, all with the Dinge, the monsters and creatures, the summons.
Oh, Golden Sun. Golden Sun would also
Golden Sun anime.
be a great anime.
Golden Sun anime would be a great anime.
That sounds familiar. Okay, just as a news for that. So you was gonna say about Noblesse.
Yeah, Noblesse. What do y'all think about that?
So me, I love how the first episode they did not have saying. So guys, like in Verve or Control, they didn't say watch over here first. When me said we're gonna watch episode 2, they said literally now on top say watch over here first before watching. I'm like, now you guys put that on the front page before you see episode 2.
To help even more back up your thoughts, they even have articles before you start watching this episode. Read this article. Who reads?
What's funny?
things?
You're right. What's funny? Sam knows me very well. He knows when the stuff that he sends me articles, I just ask him, can you give me a summary, right?
Summarize it.
Yeah.
It's like,
So what's
okay.
funny is that Sam usually the one that reads stuff before me. But what's funny is that if you knew about this article saying, hey, Miguel, they sent this article saying, watch the OVA, something like that. What got me to tell you that if he knew about it, why did he inform me him so we could watch the OVA first and then watch the episode?
They were gonna start from beginning, like from. I thought they were gonna reboot the Awakening series. No, I really thought they were gonna reboot that part, but no.
But
they
then,
have to
but then
continue
throughout the whole episode reaction of episode 1, I'm like, yo, Sam, I'm lost. He's like, yo, no worries. we'll watch the OVA. In my head, I'm like, we should have done this first.
There was no way where the moment we start doing the first episode of Noblesse, would be like Miguel was so confused. No, like you know what? Like, a little bit like 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, no, we gotta watch the first episode first. We gotta after this, we'll just watch Awakening first, and everything will make so much sense. You'll be more hype about it, and Rai's abilities of being
So,
like
for context for everybody else, so they had been talking about this, and I heard them say this, and I was like, you know what? No, let me just watch episode 1 first to see what they mean, because I wanted to understand what they understood. And yeah, I started watching the first episode, and I'm like, that don't make sense. When did this happen? Who are they talking about? They seem like they're telling me stuff that I should know. Some ain't right, and I'm like, yep, gotta watch the OVA. So the OVA should have just been episode 1. It's like, come on now, why did you just do that? So yeah, watch Noblesse. Absolutely watch the OVA before you start watching the anime.
Yes,
it gives them the extra episode though, so that they can like, extend whatever arc that they're gonna end. So
that's
just
good.
Helps. Yeah, that's good. It's something that God of High School never had, Tower of God never had, and other Crunchyroll original that's based on webtoons. Never
yes,
yeah. Spicy, you do have to watch Awakening in order to understand the current anime. You do like. I would like to think that I'm pretty smart, and I still was like, this don't make sense, and it's because they leave out so much.
The first 2 minutes, I knew. Why does this guy got a broken arm?
I mean, that would have been okay. It was just like, oh yeah, he's got a broken arm.
You started anime with a main character.
When they go into the principal's office and that dude shows up and he's like, oh yeah, you saved my students, and I'm like, wait,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we don't know that. Like, and then I was waiting for a flashback to happen to explain what happened. Like, all right, cool, flashback.
And so I stopped the episode when that car pulled up and he was like, oh, those guys looking for me, and I'm like,
what guys?
I don't know who we're talking about.
I'm like, we're 22 minutes in, and I'm like, no flashback happened. So what the fuck happened? And they said to me, all right, let's go watch the OVA. The OVA is 30 minutes long. I'm like, Sam, I fucking hate you.
It answers every single question you have from the first, like literally every single question from the first episode.
You regret watching the OVA though?
No.
Exactly.
I just wish I saw that first.
What I'm saying is, I wish that they just included it in the overall like category.
And that's what I told Sam.
Which really just put it in there, like just put it above the episode 1.
I agree with you because I didn't know the anime was gonna follow really literally right after the 2014 anime episode. Because this was 2014 or 16 or something like that.
16.
Right, 16. I think
This episode solidified. You have to go back and watch the OVA. Yeah, it's just like they assume that the anime literally assumes that you watch the OVA. Like it assumes that, and so you have to.
But here's another thing now, Ray. So there is actually a prequel before that Awakening.
It's a movie. Sam told me that there's a movie for it.
It's like an hour movie.
Where the movie at?
In Verve as well.
Is it? No. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, we have the power of the internet.
An hour?
Let me look.
I need to look too. Like I don't remember having that.
I want to see what this is.
So yeah, it's an prequel of how the casket ended up in the ocean.
That makes sense. Okay. So there's Awakening. Is there a movie?
There's 2 episodes in Awakening, I see.
No,
that's just a preview in OVA.
Yeah, preview in OVA.
Yeah, no, it's not there. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to use the illegal means.
Who said that?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who said that?
I'm just saying. I
heard that, but I didn't say that.
But there is a.
It's called Noblesse, the Beginning of Destruction.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll go read it on Wikipedia.
So how that came to be.
And that was a year before. It's 37 minutes long. And for you to watch it, it does not say any official site to watch it.
No.
So how the fuck are we supposed to know how it is and everything?
Okay, so this is I've read the webtoon since the beginning, and I read all the way to its end.
Of course you did.
How that came to be was that they didn't want to put the prequel and side story arc onto the main story, so they made it into an anime instead, and literally just put it out there where you can just find where you can never watch it and just watch it. and it just somehow fits within the story of what was happening currently going on, because they didn't want to slow down the process. They didn't want to just stop, pause, go through the whole
Right. It's just but fortunately for them, I actually like Noblesse. I like it. Like I legitimately like it. So I want more of it, and it's like thank you for making it very confusing, but lucky for you, I like this.
Same here. I like it. The characters, M21, the guy that fought with the broken casket, he could be literally his own MC in his own show. You have you have a different hair color compared to everybody else. You act like so much like my dude Ichigo, so you can literally be your own MC in your own show. So you literally have the same qualities like in a whole MC character.
You're just like a really good fighter, but you're not the good smarter. You're not really smart.
You're not very smart.
That's why you have the best friend who's very smart to help you, companion kind of thing. It's like they have the whole ingredients of could have been the main character ingredients, but nope. No, they're just the side characters, and these other side characters are actually the main characters.
Yeah.
Quick spoilers for episode 3 is that I love how
don't spoil it because it's too new.
Okay, fine.
Don't spoil it.
I want to bring it up then. But an anime that I do want to talk about that Sam reacted to is Tonikawa Fly Me Over to the Moon. Very good.
Is it?
Yeah. I enjoy the opening. The opening's a bop. That opening has a little techno, little drop beat.
Since we're talking about openings, that Noblesse opening was not great. Not the new one though.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. The opening for Noblesse is straight cheeks.
Oh yeah,
certified booty cheeks. I'm very sorry, it's not good.
Yeah, Anime Lily here will tell you that.
No offense to
I'm giving this the worst opening of the year.
Worst Crunchyroll original opening in
worst
general.
opening of the year.
Well, we can't say that since we haven't watched every single anime opening out of the whole winter.
I will watch every opening just to compare and to see, like, all right, how far below is this opening down here?
So Sam, you got 2 months.
It shouldn't be too hard because I know a wrench has been thrown onto 2020. COVID.
Oh, I know. We know. I was reading the comment that just got sent there. I was like trying to read what's going on.
It should be hard.
But yeah, Fly Me to the Moon opening is fire. That beat drop, the opening little techno beat is amazing. I highly suggest for anybody to watch it. It's a little slice of life anime. It's cute. The MC does grow on you a bit. He's very head over heels trope of, when you get saved by somebody's life, even though it's your fault why you got in danger in the first place. But it's a cute anime that's very adorable and I enjoy very much. It's cute. It's only 3 episodes and it's kind of the reverse of how you fall in love with somebody and get married, but you have to do the whole thing reverse. It's cute as hell.
You get married first and then you do then you start the relationship and everything.
Nope, don't like that.
But it's cute. She's not a gold digger and she's adorable too. She's very sweet.
She's very honest. She's very sweet.
She's a red hair too. Very nice.
Pink hair.
Red hair?
Her hair is pink.
Pink is red.
Are you colorblind?
It looks reddish to me.
What color is your shirt?
Okay, you know what?
My shirt's pink. My shirt's pink.
Okay, just making sure.
And right here, SpongeBob. He's yellow. You see SpongeBob right here. He's drugs and acid.
Wow.
Yeah. See?
Wow. That's a
see,
lot.
You see his head is pop out right there.
I don't like that. Nope, don't like that either.
I got the shirt from H&M, so tell them that.
Oh, okay. Bet.
But I do agree to go watch Tonikawa Fly Me to the Moon. It's very good. It's very wholesome.
I'll add it to the list, my friend.
All right, but I do want to talk about
the covers in the group chat, Ray. If you want to see if that's pink or if that's red.
Hold up.
Or maybe peach. I'll give it to peach.
Okay, maybe you got lucky with the shirt thing.
I'll give it to the peach hair color because his hair is definitely purple bluish. Definitely.
But like her hair is pink.
Bro, that's pink.
That's pink. Scuba said, "No way I'm gonna marry a redhead out of the gate. That's dangerous."
Man, that's something a scared man would say. Don't worry about it.
Yo, quick side tangent. I feel bad for school, but every time I play with him in Among Us, everybody trying to get and kill him first. And when I try to be the imposter, I try to kill him first too. But yes, that's out of the question. But everybody's just to kill. I feel
You could have been somewhat different. You could have not killed him first.
it's so easy to target. Like he goes by himself and everything. I should be walking around. I just want to slice him real quick and just hide.
No, let a man do his jobs. You don't have to do your task. Let a man do his tasks. Let him be a good worker and let him do his task and be a support of the team and not just be the first person who died.
Sometimes you gotta kill people. Sometimes you gotta kill people. Sometimes you gotta slice them up. Sometimes you gotta slice them up.
Oh boy.
But it's like, I don't know when not to go to work with you then.
Nope, don't do it. Don't do it.
Anywho.
So, speaking of other things that I want to talk about, Genshin Impact,
Okay.
Breath of the Waifu. I don't think we've got a chance to talk about this. Period.
No, because the game came out in the end of September, first week of October. So,
yeah, we've been busy, but yeah, I mean, all my homies love Genshin Impact, or aka Breath of the Waifu, as I like to call it.
Okay. I would say me and Ray are proudly to even say we have spent $0.
Me too.
onto the
Zero.
game.
Me too. Zero. For now.
Have you played the game?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
I have
that's
played. I played 1 hour of it. But I haven't had time. But I have watched Herms. I don't know if people have seen a quick edit I did for him. He hired me to do an edit for some of his videos, and currently I'm doing his Genshin Impact gameplays, which I'm very proud of. I did a fantastic job. He said that bro, you did way too much edit. This is too good. I'm like, thank you. I never heard that type of compliment, but I appreciate that. But he spent money during the stream. He's like, yo, I'm gonna put the camera myself while people don't see me putting my credit card, my card information real quick. He spent money on that. Like, yo, but it shows you how much he loves Lisa. That's for sure.
And that's the whole reason why Ray said Breath of the Waifus. It says there's so many waifus.
Oh, there is.
And that's the whole gotcha. That's how people were willing to spend money, because they want their favorite waifus in their party. That's how.
As you can see, I only play an hour. I haven't seen Ray stream the game yet or anything like that, so only Herms.
I've played a few hours.
So
a couple hours too.
I've seen Herms play, and I'm like, these girls look good. No wonder. And the stuff they say during the stuff they talk, I'm like, I could see why you love them, because they be like,
I mean, they're not like seductive. They're more like high school.
Lisa would be calling Herms cutie.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Everybody cutie. They don't say your name. She just say cutie in general.
Yeah.
Lisa is absolute waifu.
Yeah, she's a snack. I could see why. She adorable herself, so I could see definitely why. And the game looks hella fun too. It looks very entertaining for that aspect. So, and the way you have to level up to level 16 to actually play with your team. That's smart. Co-op mode. Yeah, that's actually smart because it gives people like a reasoning to train themselves and play by themselves. To learn the game.
I will say it is harder to play as you progress throughout the story without having to roll for the gacha characters for what's like on the banners and everything, because the 4 start that you kind of use as trials and you use in the story mode, it gets very hard to level them up and everything, and to just progress throughout the entire story mode though. But you could still save all your I think orbs or whatever the thing they use to roll the gotchas and stuff like that.
So I mean, like it's backwards compatible with mobile, so
it is, which is great. Backwards compatible with PC, PS4, Xbox, everything.
Compatible with the other consoles, though. That's what I don't know.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is really impressive. Which is very cool.
I've been there as Ray plays. I mean, yeah, you have, Steve. Yeah, you've been there.
It's fun, and the world is great.
It's just that what gets me is that this is a free game.
Mm-hmm.
Very free game. You don't have to spend money on this game.
Because they make your money. They make your money by having you spend money.
I mean, it's a gacha game. I mean, if people don't know, but like the fact that it's still free to play is still kind of like Like
get you.
I would say it's a contender for one of the better games of the year. I'm not saying game of the year, but like it's one of the better games that came out this year, straight up.
I agree.
Question, Ray. You know this answer more than that. How do they make their money back knowing that it's free to play and everything?
The gotcha
Gotcha.
mechanic. So it's basically you're rolling for new characters in the game, and people spend money for currency in game to chances to buy get these characters that they want in the game.
That's how they do it from Japan.
That's how they get you.
That's how.
And that's what they call it. Gotcha.
Ah.
Gotcha. Yep. Mhm.
It never got me before at anything.
Only gotcha game I've actually spent money on was Dragon Ball Legends, I think.
The only money that I put into any game was Hearthstone.
Mm.
And I don't even feel like that was like a.
I put a little bit of money into that too, but it was like that's a card game, so it's a little like
Everything else, I just rolled it, and I just
If I'm correct,
check out the story, collect everything, and just
mhm.
wait
I
for it.
think
Like Puzzles and
I-
Dragons and-
I think we spoke about it before, but for me, the only games I played that for put money on was Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, DC game Injustice, and I think that's about it.
That's a few.
Dude, that's a lot. It's a lot more than me.
That's
Are
okay
you-
if you like it. You like it. I'm never gonna be mad about people spending money on stuff that they like.
Yeah, like because that's how companies make money, and it's more for your.
I mean, I don't even
enjoyment.
care about them making money. If it's not like detrimental and not like stealing money from you, and you enjoy it, go for it.
No,
you know?
I mean like League of
agree.
Legends sells costumes and for like
What I don't like though is loot
Overwatch.
boxes in Overwatch. I hate those. Those suck.
What's wrong with that?
It's because you can get duplicates and sometimes just garbage stuff, like terrible stuff.
you spend way more than you should,
Mhm,
that sort of
mhm.
thing. Yeah, you don't have the best chances of getting them.
I mean, I
Okay,
think
too
they had to tell you the rates that you were like gonna get things. So, yeah. But speaking of video games, anime related, still, recently I forgot that this came out. I got a call that Zoe's Wild Blast Unleashed had come out, and I forgot that I had pre-ordered it. And I was like, "Nuh-uh, I didn't pre-order that." And they were like, "Well, you did. Come pick it up." I was like, "Oh, okay."
So did you play it yet?
I did play it. I played it today, and it's as good as the anime.
So
For those of you watching at home, that's not good.
so like you said, gotcha.
No, this is. Oh man, I spent money on that.
You could have just left it on that pre-order and moved it to a different game.
I could have played real dumb, but like, nope, that ain't mine. Oh, I don't know.
You're like, are you sure you call rayapollo? Are you sure? Are you sure that's me with my credit card? With my information?
Oh, I own this game now. Yep.
You know what you could do, Ray?
Oh, retail price?
A
No.
giveaway right there.
I think this was like $40, probably.
Oh my god.
I think.
So right there's a giveaway to somebody that probably wants a game. You could give it to us a giveaway.
I would never be that mean to my audience.
Yeah, right. That's not a gift. That's a giving someone else your trash.
It's really just me giving away some trash. You're right. Yep.
Damn, that's wow.
So no, yeah, I played it for a little bit this morning, and I was like, if I was like 8 years old and didn't know no better, this might be fun.
But if I could bring something related gaming, not really anime, but gaming / movie related, Tom Holland and Nathan Drake today picture.
I did see that picture. It ain't bad.
Ain't bad. Like, I haven't played the Uncharted series fully. I've played bits and pieces with friends and everything when I was over their cribs and everything. I know the gist of his origin story and everything. Tom Holland looks good in it though. So I do give props in that.
Yeah, I mean he's got great costuming. So
And
I mean,
from the comments I've read, it's supposed to be the younger Nathan Drake.
Yeah, a lot of people like.
Adult version, video game version. No,
Yeah, a lot of people's not like that don't look like him and everything. I'm like, motherfuckers, is younger version of Nathan Drake, meaning that's not him supposed to be who he is in the game yet. So like people need to have patience for it. But I'm excited. Tom Holland gonna have two franchises that things work out for him, and if Sony don't try to, mess up the movie, excuse me, they have Spider-Man on his belt, and he has Uncharted series if it works out well for him. So the best of luck for him, because I mean,
I'll be honest. I want this movie to be good.
Oh yeah, me too.
I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be good. It's just I don't really feel any. Yeah, exactly. I don't really feel any way about it in particularly, but like I want it to be good. So.
Yep, I agree. And one thing I'm excited for to see that of him as a character is for him of Nathan Drake, but also with our recent past 2 weeks news since we weren't live on podcast, Spider-Verse is coming in live action with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Toby. So that's real.
I thought that was rumors.
No, that's confirmed.
Okay.
Was it confirmed? Yeah, I
Yes.
thought that was rumors too.
I saw that was confirmed.
Oh.
I saw that's confirmed with different outlets. So to me, to actually see that happening in real life, it's like, whoa, that's like I'm seeing like a live action of Spider-Verse.
That's wild.
I mean, if it's comicbook.com, I don't trust them.
No, it's not comicbook.com. It's like actual news outlets that.
I feel Sam on that though. If it's comicbook.com, I ain't about it.
I can't trust.
I hate reading their news side of anime.
They
Like
do it for
they're.
clickbait. They do it for clickbait. We all know what they're doing.
I know, no, but it's not them. I will never use them as a source, no matter what. I will never use them as a source. Like props to them for what they have built and everything, but I don't use them as a source and everything. But I'm excited to see Spider-Verse in live action with Tom Holland and everything. Toby, I'm not too excited. Andrew Garfield, I'm hella excited.
I mean, it'll be fun to see Toby back. I'll be honest.
It'd be a more adult,
Bro,
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
he'll be
40?
real life sweatpants Spider-Man.
He will be
The
actually.
oldest Spider-Man out of all of them, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Toby actually?
Because I think he's in his 40s.
He's 45. He's 45 on the dot.
40s. He'd be like the oldest Spider-Man in the story. He'd probably play the whole future Peter Parker kind of thing.
And that means, goddamn well, by the end of the movie, he most likely will be the one dying.
Hope not.
No, I feel like with the present world, Spider-Man maybe. Who knows?
Oh no, but it's very exciting to see that happening with current things going on and everything. That Marvel and everything finding their own way to still bring new stuff and everything. Like, hey, this was happening with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and everything, Black Widow, and everything. Like, and this is weird to have a first year without Marvel films out, like not one Marvel new content out in 2020.
So, speaking of which, since we're talking about video game movies adaptations,
Oh,
so
really, Sam?
I kind of wanted to save this with James with us because he will go hard in talking so much crap about this movie, and it's the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh.
And that trailer, okay, the monsters are cool, but the whole story premise and from what you've been from what's been shown on doesn't it's Resident Evil all over again. And
Thank you. I was about to say, like, why does it look like so much like Resident Evil? Like, I was gonna ask, is it made by the same people of Resident Evil?
It is the same people. Exact same people.
So
same director. Same director.
Wait, it is? Really?
Jay mentioned this. The director of the movie of Resident Evil and Monster Hunter is the husband of Milo, the girl who's Resident Evil, Alice, and everything.
Wow.
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich is his wife.
Okay, well, that's pretty interesting movie background. Still don't care about the movie. I saw the trailer and I saw the trailer reaction for James, and I felt bad for his disgusting rant face because he was just really disgusted. He was like, why? I like that action sequence in the sand or in the desert. It felt like I was watching Transformers, I think Dark of the Moon, when it was in the desert, and when this dude was going slow-mo, running away from the sand and everything like that, and the whole Scorpion was trying to chase him. It felt literally almost like the same scene.
It's true.
It's the same movie.
Like
the only thing that would have been different, it was directed by if it was directed by Michael Bay, just added some fireworks in the back, right there.
At least Michael Bay is decent with its like explosion and stuff like that. But this, I don't know what this is, but it ain't great. Your
I'll
CG
go watch it. I'll be real. I'm gonna watch it because the monsters look fantastic.
monster looks fantastic. The CG
Oh, it's
animation.
just the premise is still like, oh. So I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it. I like monster movies, and this is Monster Hunter, which I love Monster Hunter. So I'm gonna watch it. No mean I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna watch it.
I don't think it's gonna be successful. I think it's gonna be not as successful.
We'll find out.
But if you want to see something really, really successful that happened this past weekend, was Demon Slayer breaking box office and saying fuck the cough cough out of here because they said that's going to be lifted and have a 4 million? 44, thank you, Sam. 44 million box office this past weekend. For the first weekend, yeah. Which is like amazing because you're the only movie that probably premiere in the whole country, in the whole world. So that's amazing.
What I've heard is that if done much better than Dragon Ball Super Broly,
That's crazy.
and
But I'm not surprised.
it also did better than My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising in Japan too.
Well, one, like Rachel said, I'm not surprised. Two, it's been 6 to 8 months where people without going to the movie
Anywhere.
theater. So
Or
like
anywhere.
that's like a movie experience that people want to go to and see. And people say, hey, this might be the only time we could go before they close the states, before they close the country again. So let's go
Well,
now. Maybe,
so-
most likely.
The whole what's been going on with COVID and everything in other countries, Japan has been pretty clean. They've kept it pretty like well secured and clean, and everything has been on the rule in itself. And the people, customers, everybody in Japan, they would follow the rules. They will not retaliate. They won't just rebel and not wear a mask while going into a movie theaters. That's just very unsafe. That's just irresponsible. And especially towards a Demon Slayer movie where Ufotable was making this movie where it's just gonna look absolutely fantastic. They're gonna get themselves kicked out if they're not wearing a mask going into a movie theater to watch this movie.
Mm.
Because the popularity with Demon Slayer is huge.
And apparently it's just gonna keep going. So now they're like, yeah, let's make another movie. Yeah, let's make a whole series of movies.
The moment this movie goes overseas, we're gonna see this movie going within hundreds of millions of dollars of box office.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but I
feel like that's gonna happen because especially towards 2019 of Demon Slayer, the moment it came out, and so much hype, so much popularity, and it increased the manga sales like crazy. People are willing to pay money to watch this movie like multiple times.
I mean, we gonna see. So I don't know. I would like to watch it.
I was just about to say that. It's like,
You're about
I'm
to
just-
have a lot more fake movies and series
Oh my
altogether.
god.
I'm just waiting for them to announce it for Funimation Country, like, hey, the movie theaters are not open yet, but here's a 1 weekend open where you could just pay this $5 or something online to just watch it. That's why I think it's the best route to go, the best way and only way to go for them to actually make money and for
Here's the
people to
thing.
see it.
The moment that one place has it where you pay money just to stream it,
They're
another
gonna stream it illegally and go to the website. I know.
you can't. The thing is,
Wait,
you
what?
can't. Like,
Meaning illegal site. People will record it through OBS and then after that upload it through a illegal site, and so nobody has to pay and people could watch through a illegal site.
and the reason they do that is because they make money through ads. And millions of people who definitely want to watch this movie offshores with translation and sub. They would probably make more money, maybe more or less, more than like the movie theaters, animation and production itself, because they're making money through ad revenues and stuff like that.
But it's just like Scuba said, I really want to see it when it will leak. Exactly like that. Whenever that happens. It just depends.
It's the police.
I'll be
People
the
talking
character.
about fake
I'll be the
leaks.
character for it.
Uh,
Yo, Do you know what's shocking? No leaks, meaning My Hero is still not out for 2 weeks.
Well,
You know, not a good thing, but just making fun of it that we're not seeing on the timeline. You know, it's Thursday right now, so we're not seeing the timeline.
it's on
You
break.
just-
It's on
They're
break.
Links
I
to go
know.
Tomorrow. Watch.
Is that?
But
it-
as I was gonna,
They're still filming now. God dang it, Steve.
as I was gonna say is, I think the reason why there's no leaks, because anime is technically still kind of down. Like there's still no more kiss anime kind of thing, in general. Other illegal streaming site there is, but kiss anime in itself, who has the biggest streaming network for other animes illegally, it's kind of down. It's kind of gone. So
It just depends hit or miss on what you get for your series and everything. And I'm really curious to know how companies like Funimation, Crunchyroll, movies, does animes, how they're gonna take this for next year, knowing how this whole pandemic and situation is gonna continue to rise. We don't know if it's gonna go down. Movie theaters are currently shut down. Regal and AMC is shut down until next year worldwide. So we don't really know how the whole situation is gonna go. So like I said, as much as it sucks for Funimation, as much as it sucks for Crunchyroll, they need to figure out a way how can they bring the movie for us at home and the best way for them to work out and have them make money as well. So they need to find this out within the next couple of months.
although I feel it's gonna be the same way Japan does it for how they did it, where they lift the ban so people can go into theaters and watch the movie. The thing is, the movie theaters industry in the US are not doing so well. Like Regal got bankrupt. They bankrupt, or and AMC is about to sell, just to sell their company, sell everything just so that they can stay on the boat. Where the US is kind of in trouble with the whole like theaters in general.
Yeah, I don't know. The future of movies is going to be interesting, because either they're going to make the investment in digital platforms, which I hope they do, and like we kind of almost get day and date. But then I hope that they, when they can get back into like theaters, they enhance the experience. Like I don't know, I feel like going to the movies should be special. I mean, in its own right, it is, but like make it more special. Get people, like, you have to give people a reason to want to come to the movie theater again. You know what I'm saying? Not just the fact that they can. And there's a lot of things they can do, like make it more comfortable, make sure they're clean, make sure the food is good. I don't know, like there's a lot you can do. Because I mean, how many of us have been to that, that dank, dingy, sticky floor theater because that's all we got,
Say that. Be like, when I go into the theaters, my shoes better not be sticking, and I'm not gonna be hearing everything.
My shoe to the floor of the theater. You know what I'm saying? But just make them, give me a reason to want to actually be in a movie theater when it's all over with. That's what I want.
It's absolutely true, because I don't want any candy. I don't want popcorn on the floor. I don't want like spilled soda that no one's willing to clean up, and I'm gonna be stepping on that. And by the time I get out of the movie theaters, the entire time I'm getting back home, it's stick. Oh no, I do not want that.
Don't want that. No.
At the end of the day, like I said, it just depends how they're gonna handle it. Like Rachel said, it depends how the movie industry business is gonna go moving forward, of how they're gonna see the chairs, the seats, the whole. Like our guy that's making the Avatar films, what he said that he's gonna try to change the game, which is like, what can you do right now currently?
It is very hard, because if AMC is gone and Regal is gone, God forbid, you have small theaters who have to pay extra money just to try to have these anime movies or foreign films in their establishment, and then gotta hope that they can make their money back or make some profit, a little bit profit, because people are willing to watch these movies. Of course, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, Super, whatever we want to call it, and Demon Slayer are gonna be the movies where people are gonna be spending their money to watch. So if AMC and Regal are gone, because if they're gone, less likely where the movie is gonna be showing everywhere in the US, in North America in general, not just US, it's also Canada as well. So it's bad.
It just depends where it's gonna go. It really is. It's really a flip toss at how this whole pandemic happened. Like Ray said before, we're gonna be in a different situation 4 weeks from now. Life is gonna be different. We're gonna have a whole different president. So it really depends how all is gonna go. The PS5 is gonna be out. The whole new Xbox is gonna be out. So everything will be different. Who knows what?
Everything's gonna be different by the time we get the next chapters of Boruto and Dragon Ball Super. Yep. Everything. So I hope we make it to the other side.
That's scary, though.
It is.
It's a little scared for that.
And plus Cuba says those movie grills are cool that sell liquor and food are cool. The one in Austin that had beds in them. Oh yeah, wait, beds.
Dining movies are actually pretty fun.
Dining theaters are lit.
Yeah, I've gone to one and they're freaking amazing. I've gone to one time only and I need to go back, but sadly I can't go back now. But
I feel like they're like the first most endangered theaters though. Like because of COVID, there's no more dining theaters.
It depends because they're technically 2 per person, right? If I'm correct, because the one I went to is 2 per person. So
like for couples and dates and stuff like that, right?
So yeah,
there are some movie theaters that have that kind of seating where you can have like a whole couples kind of.
So like if that is it, you're good then.
But remember, for dining theaters, you have to hire a cook, you have to hire like a waitress, order kind of thing.
Yeah,
and all those necessarily steps just for the whole dining theaters altogether.
Like but, for me,
main money is the food in that point.
Like for me, most recently, when I go to restaurants now, they don't even have menus now. You have a barcode. You scan the barcode of your phone, and the barcode pops up, and it takes you to a website. So you look at the website, and that's how you see it now. So I'm like, which I don't mind that as well. But what happens if you get people that don't have a smartphone? Some people like that still exist.
Who does not have a smartphone anymore? Because at this point, it's just
some people.
Sam, I know people that goes into my store where I work. People got flip phones.
I mean, I guess it's more secure.
No. Well, people was because of their culture. On the people, the Amish people, they don't use technology. They just use flip phones.
Amish people are going into a New York City technological store and buying Crocs.
Yes, they do buy Crocs. They love Crocs for some purpose.
Okay, I'm glad they're coming in.
And bro, they be buying like 30 fucking goddamn pairs. I hate them sometimes because they be asking, can we get more sizes of these? I'm like, ma'am, you took all the fucking goddamn pairs. What more do you want? She freaking pisses me off. Like you Amish people.
They want the truck.
Oh no! No smartphone. What the goddamn hell, Apollo? God damn it!
No! Best way to end the show. Love this. Love it. Best way to end the show.
God damn it, Steve!
Oh, that's a great way to end the show. I like that. Thank you, Steve.
No
Steve, you end the night for me perfectly.
This is how you treat me. Okay.
I love this. Oh, this was a good 2 hours and a great way to end the show and way to come back. Oh, this was smooth. I love this.
Always good just talking with my boys. I appreciate y'all.
This is nice. So we're good now.
Man.
I think I'm good because after that, how are you supposed to come back after this?
Yeah, me too. I'm like, I don't want to add to that. So, Ray, giving your plugs. Where can the people find you other than in the clips that I make for you?
You can find me at rayapollo everywhere. RAYAPOLLO. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. We have a good time. I appreciate you. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Yo, shout out to Scuba, which technically right now, do that right now on technically Twitter, but while I take a pause on that, thank you guys for watching back on YouTube and everything. We will continue to find and improve our podcast, stream on both sides, Twitch and YouTube and everything. We'll continue to improve and work around our schedules and keep you guys updated. Always check the Twitter side. Always check the community tab in the description on the pinned comment. We give updates there of what is with the podcast and everything else. So definitely check that out, guys. Excuse me there. Glad I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being interrupted. My burp. But Thank you guys, appreciate it for always watching the Anime Podcast episode 70. It's glad appreciated. Sam, take us out.
Thank you guys for watching or to listening to the podcast. And always remember, what in the goddamn hell? Have a good night.
I hate it here.
You know what's funny? I forgot to cut the mic, and I'm still just having the recording here. So Ryan understood this to me.
End the damn show.
Bye, guys. In the goddamn hell.